Hi friends and subscribers, and we are out of the man cave today, but Mr. Hilder finds spots for his man things on the homestead.
Running out of room.
He's running out of room, so he wanted to share with you friends at home what we do. You know, if you don't have a lot of room and you want to do some of these taxidermy projects, what do you got there?
This is a big giant portion of a cowhide.
That's huge.
And I ran into this guy the other day, and they butchered a cow, and he was going to throw this out. And so there's no sense throwing it out. I mean, there's a lot of leather here.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it at this point, if I'm going to tan it and
look at that.
leave the hair on. It's got some pretty, it's white with a bunch of brown spots. And then use it for a big throw rug.
It's beautiful.
Or if I'm going to do buckskin. I'm unsure, but the main thing I wanted to show you guys is it don't matter right now. The main thing is get the salt on it.
Okay.
You know, I don't have, obviously, you know, there's no room in the freezers and whatnot. Always have that salt on hand. Throw it right out on the ground. It don't matter. You don't have to have it in an enclosed building. Obviously, we don't want it to get rained on. We can throw a piece of plastic over it or whatever. We're going to let it lay here for a few days, and we work the salt in.
Okay.
We'll set the fur and cure the hide, and then we're good to go. We can roll it up. Remember in some of the other videos we were talking about, we're going to make buckskin with some deer hides? These skins have been laying here since, when did I get these things? I don't know, it was like in December.
Okay.
And obviously I'm strapped for room, so these hides,
Oh, look at that.
they've been laying out here since then, and I just threw salt on them like I just said, and they're cured. But I got to get doing something with them pretty soon here. We can't let them lay forever because I didn't dry them. I just stacked them. You know, I just threw one on top of the other and threw some salt down.
So that salt really is, you got to have a lot of salt on the homestead if you're going to be doing.
I like to have, I got to go get some more salt. Average person, I would think, geez, in my mind, I would have nothing less than 5 bags of salt on hand at all times.
5 what? 25-pound bags,
No,
or what?
50-pound bags.
50-pound bags of salt
cheap.
on hand.
They're like $5 a bag. So $25, man, you can cure meat with it. You can cure hides. You got to have salt.
Okay.
I like to have 10 bags.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm doing a lot of stuff though. But I mean, the average, to me, if you're on the homestead, off-grid, on-grid, it don't matter. You want to be sufficient, self-sufficient. I would have a minimum of 5 bags.
Okay.
You know, a $25 investment, throw the stuff in the corner where it don't get wet, and it's good. It comes in handy for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And as you can see, he's doing it for his tanning.
And here,
yeah.
they've just been laying here salted.
And they look good.
Hair's still in them,
Hair's
but I
still
don't
in
really
them.
care about that. I just don't want the leather part to rot.
Right.
And so they may be getting to look like these are getting, you know, that's a little dried out, which is not a big deal.
Little key tip when you're homesteading, on or off grid, doesn't make any difference, and obviously keeping a lot of salt on hand is important. Look at what Mr. Hilder got. He got a really awesome cowhide. You may run into neighbors that butcher a cow and they've got a beautiful hide like that. You know, you learn these skills like tanning, either buckskin, hair on or hair off. Look at all that leather that now you can use, and it starts with these skills.
Yeah. You could make jackets, pants,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I kind of want a throw rug out of that. That is really beautiful.
Because it's such a, if it was just a plain brown or a just a black, but because it is sort of prettier, we may do a throw rug out of that. So that'd be a challenge to.
And we'll keep you friends updated, because I know the men and some of the women really like the taxidermy stuff with Mr. Hilder. And it is, again, a great skill to have on the homestead.
Over here and I'll tell you what we got going on here.
Oh, he's got other stuff going on here, too. He's got lots of stuff going on. Oh, look at this.
You gotta remember, I'm used to having a big shop, and I didn't really plan on.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of work.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work.
Word has got out.
Word has got out.
So you improvise. Not a big deal. We don't get excited. We've got an enclosure here, so I told Starry she's got to move her car over a little.
Yeah, the cars. I've been using that for germination, seed germination, so it's going to go out in the sun.
We just threw down a tarp here, and I was doing the same thing. I mean, there's like 30 capes here.
Deer capes.
Deer capes. We had these laid flat, just like the hide you seen over there. They were flat, just like this. I stacked them, and after 2 days, you know, normally I wouldn't stack them on top of each other. I'll rotate them around here because I'm strapped for room. Throw them up on a stick and let them dry. You can see them; they'll start drying out here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Another nice little breeze going through here today. Perfect. And it don't matter. The cool thing is, it don't matter what the temperature is. It could be 100 degrees out, where things normally spoil. Once that salt's on there, you're in business. So after a couple more days, see how they start getting white like that? We'll take and fold them up. In fact, these probably could be folded. And then don't put them in plastic barrels or anything plastic containers.
Oh.
Because plastic and salt sweats and you'll have moisture get down to the bottom. And then you could have these sitting, the bottom ones will be sitting in moisture, and you don't want that. Put them in cardboard boxes, burlap bags.
Okay.
Something, or put them on the ground, but put them up on something like a pallet, some boards, so they're not sitting on direct earth, because that'll pull moisture up into there. But you can keep them outside. Throw some over them. Got a few coyote skins here.
Oh, look at that.
These are, you know, just they dry quick. So we're gonna have some more skins. Once I get more organized, I've had people ask me for some skins. People want all kinds of cool stuff.
All kinds of cool stuff. We might have to have an off-grid man store, a Mr. Hilder store. But one other point we want to make, and as you see, as Mr. Hilder is going through all the stuff with the tanning, living off the grid, you have to have a lot of stuff. And this is where all of those looking for resources and recycling things, you can see, look, we've got our barrels here. He has actually this was supposed to be a clothesline inside the house, and now he's using this piece of, it looks like birch, to hang all his hides over. You cannot have enough stuff on the homestead. And always keep your eyes open for recyclables, because you'll be surprised what you'll end up using on the homestead. Tarps, salt, barrels, buckets,
I could easily
a lot of stuff.
This is why back at my shop I had a 60 by 60 building. Because you could imagine if you're doing this for a full-time living and it gets big, like I was, you need a lot of room.
You need a lot of room.
But you just make do.
All right.
So, regular old cheap salt, pour something in the bag at wherever we got it.
That's what you want to be looking for, friends.
Dump it right on.
Just like that.
Like
And
that.
oh, this is part of the cow?
This is the
Steer?
Yeah, this is the head portion. He's gonna, this fellow is gonna have, he's gonna get it mounted.
Oh, nice. Pouring that, it's actually...
Every nook and cranny is the key. This is not rocket science, but you gotta get it full coverage.
Okay, so the advice for today, keep some salt on your homestead, on or off grid. We are using solar mixing salt, the kiln dried. The reason why we use this particular type of salt is because it's very, very fine. You don't want rock salt on the homestead. If you're going to invest in the 50-pound bags of salt, and like Mr. Hilder said, you can use it for curing meat. You can use it for lots of canning. Absolutely.
You can eat this stuff. You know, people, you got to get food grade. No, forget that. This is.
Yeah.
You can
Mr. Hilder puts anything in his mouth. He's okay. I think, or maybe I don't know. He's not worried about it,
but,
as you can see. But yes, salt on the homestead.
So I've been working every day this week. You know what? It's such a nice day out today. As soon as I wash my hands off here, I've been cutting wood, doing all this crazy stuff. I'm heading out to the woods to do some shed hunting.
Oh, Mr. Hilder's leaving the compound. All right, friends. Thanks again for joining us. Mr. Hilder just gave us a little tip about salt on the homestead. So go out and start, stocking up. It is a key, essential thing to have on or off grid. All right. God bless. And until next time, thanks for joining us.